So we're going to be doing a video today about upper body undulations and swords, okay? So you guys know upper body undulations, right? So like when you do this, I want you to know that first, of course, before you attempt the sword movement, all right? So I want to show you how you can combine that with the sword and how you can frame that a basic upper body undulation with the sword. So one of the things you can do is you can keep like the sword right above your head, like straight in the middle like this, and then kind of do an upper body undulation in the same place. You can move around with it like a camel walk, like this. Okay, you can bring it a little bit more to the side as you do when you travel camel walk, because that way it frames the direction of your turn. So you can start like this as you travel, maybe sideways first of all. Okay, and then as you move to the other side, you can change the frame. Okay, and then you can also take it around. So if I'm moving with my left foot first, I'm going to frame my left side. If I'm moving with my right first, I'm going to frame my right side. So it all depends on which direction you're doing your camel walk around. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing I want you to focus on when it comes to upper body movement is doing the upper body undulation like this and framing it with a sword, either by simply kind of keeping the sword down like this. So I want you to kind of move your hands both down and kind of hold it like this, just kind of hold it. And you really gotta make sure you balance so it doesn't do this, like, you know, falls down. Because obviously the top part is the heaviest part and it eventually would want to tilt. So you wanna make sure you keep it up because it gives the body a nice frame. If you find that this is a better frame for you, you can do it, but it doesn't look as good. I find this to be a better frame personally. So you can keep that and then keep doing the upper body undulations. Just to make sure you keep a certain distance between your belly and the sword, because when you start pushing your belly forward, you don't want it to hit the sword and it won't look as good. So make sure you keep a little bit of a distance. Not much, because obviously your body doesn't go all the way out unless you have a big belly. Then you might want to make sure you keep more distance outside. So push, tuck, push, tuck, push, tuck, push, tuck. I'm not going to go in details here as to how you do the upper body undulation, because that's something you should have learned in the basic movements. And make sure you check out the website under Technique Beginner's Moves, and then check out upper body undulation, and then you're going to find out a video that teaches you how to do an upper body undulation, and you can combine it with the sword. But for right now, we're just going to do it with the sword. So that's one way. You can just frame it like this. Another way is you can hold the sword like this, where the thumb is down but all the other fingers are up, so you can give it a nice grip like this, and then with the other fingers you can hold the other side, right? And then to the upper body undulation, you're going to want to slide the sword up and then slide it down. So you're just going to do this with the sword. If you have done cane dancing before, then you're very familiar with this thing. So basically you're framing your upper body undulation with the cane up and down, or with the sword up and down. So, but the sword or the cane must move very slowly, okay? So in my case, I'm gonna do like this. So up, 2, 3, and 4, down, and 6, 7, and 8. Again, up, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And you can do this in the same spot. You can move sideways with it, or you can move around. So I can go sideways, 1, and 2, 3, and 4, down, and 6, and 7, and 8. So I'm going to move to the left for 4, to the right for 4. So again, 1, and 2, 3, and 4, the right for 6, 7, and 8. I can also do exactly the same thing, going up and down with the sword as I do my circles around. So I'm going to go up and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So by the time I come to the front, my sword is down. Okay? So those are different ways to kind of frame your upper body undulation with the sword. Upper body undulation is very important with the sword because it's a slow move, and we do a lot of slow movements with the sword because we have to, right? Mostly because we have to balance the sword on our head, so we can't just be moving fast. You know, but also the general tone of the song is going to be slow. So even if you have the sword in your hand, you're still going to find yourself having to move slow. So you got to find some slow movements to do when the sword is actually in your hand, not necessarily balanced on your head. And upper body undulations are fantastic. Figure eights are fantastic. So I just want to show you, as far as camel walk and upper body undulations, these are the kind of things that you can do. You can move in the same place, you know, by framing the hips. and then just focus on the upper body undulation. You can move side to side, you can move around in a circle. So you name it, you can frame it with your sword, okay? So that's a little tip for you guys as beginners. I'll see you in the next videos on freedydanceclasses.com. That's where you find all the videos about sword technique dance. I'll see you there. Bye.